welcome, man. Welcome back to the channel. How is everybody doing today? Real quick, man, let's talk about, as y'all can see from the dash, this particular video of this particular vehicle needs no introduction. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a Chrysler Town & Country minivan. And what I'm about to talk about pertains to pretty much all minivans. Because I heard from some of my GM buddies and my Ford buddies that the van that their particular car maker makes does the exact same thing. And what I'm talking about is a certain noise. Now let me turn this off. Okay. This noise, this is what I'm talking about. This is the noise I'm talking about. You go over here, you go to the lock button and you do this. Unlock. So you don't hear the noise in lock, but you hear it in unlock. And ladies and gentlemen, that noise is coming from, let me let you hear it again. It happens when I push the unlock button. Okay, that is the rear right side sliding door lock actuator. All right, so yes, it tends to go bad on all car makers, not just Chrysler, GM, Ford, Mazda, all the vans. Everybody that actually utilize this particular actuator, okay? Not all of them use this actuator. And the actuator I'm talking about is actually right here. This is a new one I'm getting ready to replace. Okay, now, another thing I found out is a lot of people are living with that noise. And let me explain something to you. A lot of people are living with this noise because the estimate that they get is extremely high. And I found out why. Because most shops, most technicians, or most mechanics, or most dealerships are writing the estimate up for the complete latch assembly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that latch assembly on the sliding door is extremely expensive. I'm not sure if they know you can replace this separately or not. Maybe they do and they just want to take out all the risk. There's no risk when it comes to this. I guess maybe they want to replace it because once they take it out, they feel better going in with a new one. I'm not sure. But you do not have to replace the complete latch assembly. This is replaced separately. This is where the noise is coming from. It is internally coming apart. That's just all there is to it. So, my minivan friends, you don't really have to live with that. You can basically ask the mechanic or whoever gave you the estimate, does that include the latch assembly? Now, let me show you something. Let me turn the key on. This car has a mileage of, where is it at? Where's the mileage? Where is the mileage? 67,000 miles, okay? Now, granted, that's kind of early for a lock actuator to go bad, but I've seen them go bad or make noise a lot earlier. So, if you're not having any kind of sliding door issues, is it really worth replacing your latch assembly? Yes. In the future, 100,000, 150, 200,000 miles, that latch assembly will give you problems. But if you're strapped for cash right now and all you have is enough to just replace this, I say go for it because the labor is the same. The complete latch assembly has to come off in order to replace either the lock actuator or the latch assembly itself. Either way, it's the same amount of labor. So what you're going to see a difference is at the price of the part. Okay, this is $100 maybe. The complete latch assembly maybe $600 or $700. So you have to make up in your mind what all you want replaced. But you do not have to live with that noise, people. Y'all hear that? You do not have to live with this. Okay, you just don't have to. So that's a decision, a financial decision you have to make. Now, let me go over the process it takes to replace this. And it's not a do-it-yourself video because I don't think just anybody can do this. Your complete sliding door has to come off. Now, that's the way the book says. Now, some mechanics can get the latch assembly out without removing the sliding door. I am one of them. I will remove the latch assembly in order to replace this door lock actuator with the sliding door still on the car. So, the only reason I'm saying this is to say this. This is not a DIY job. You know what I mean? Sure, you can watch this video and you know, so you can see what's done, or you can see how it's done, or you can see why the justification for the expensive estimate and repair. You will see by watching a video like this. So because this is not a DIY job, I'm not going to film me actually the complete job, me removing the door and replacing this actuator, but I will show you in spots. In fact, I'll just show it while I continue to talk. Okay, now door lock actuator, we covered that. It's replaceable separately. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do to prevent it from making that weird noise. In fact, that same noise happened on even the front doors or the sliding door. I even heard that noise once on the rear tailgate. So you can't dodge an actuator failing, coming apart, open, bad, whatever you want to call it. There's nothing you can do to prevent it. All right, so don't beat yourself up for it. There's nothing you did. It just, the lifespan is, as you can see, that was 67,000 miles. So I give it a good 80,000 miles of lifespans of a particular door lock actuator. All right, so now this actuator is not quite, you know, it's not on the module, so you're not going to see a fault code for this. So the only way you can diagnose this is purely by sound. All right, there's nothing else that make a ridiculous sound such as this when it's bad. So you don't need a top flight mechanic or a certified master mechanic guru to tell you that your door lock actuator is noisy. So I'm not sure I would take my car into you know, one of those Joe Blow's garage and they charge you, I don't know, $100 maybe, just to tell you that your door lock actuator is noisy. You've now heard the sound. This is the only part that makes such a ridiculous sound inside the doors. Okay, so what the decision factor will come in at is whether you're going to get it replaced as far as just the actuator only or the latch assembly. Okay, now I have talked enough. I'm just going to set the camera down and start removing some parts, man. Like I say, this is not a DIY video. This is not I'm not showing you how to do this. I'm just showing you what was put into getting it done. Some people like to watch that. Some people are amused by their door panel being taken off. And some people really get amused when their whole complete door is off. They like, wow. And I admit, you know, when I was coming into the game, it was exciting, but I have done enough now to know that it's business. I'm doing this for a living. I'm earning a living taking stuff apart and putting it back together. So the excitement has dwelled, has gone. Real life world has kicked in. I'm doing this for a living, y'all. All right, so I will just include some bonus footage on what I'm doing. Like I say, I've talked enough. I'm not going to end it with my patented thanks for watching, comment, subscribe. In fact, I'll go ahead and get that out the way and I'll just put it at the end. But for now, y'all sit back and enjoy what little footage I can get you of me removing this door panel, getting ready to replace this door lock actuator assembly. All right, let's get with it.